Yo guys, what is going on and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Battlefront video. Now in today's Battlefront video I'm going to be talking you through the best class setup to use for Heroes versus Villains. Now if you remember from one of my past videos, Heroes versus Villains is the best game mode to actually level up in. So I thought it was only wise to actually make a class setup video for this specific game mode to obviously help you guys get more kills, to help you guys figure out which star cards and charged star cards actually work best for this specific game mode. Now what I actually use in Star Wars Battlefront Heroes vs Villains is pretty straightforward. It doesn't really change that much. One star card changes, but other than that they all stay the same every single time. So we're going to start off and I'm obviously going to tell you the weapons I prefer to use for Star Wars Battlefront Heroes vs Villains. And I actually really like using the A280C purely because, like I've said before in every other video, that it's a well-rounded weapon pretty much. It does everything you would possibly need it to. Up close it fires quick enough to be able to hit a lot of bullets and kill people at close range. And at long range it has a high enough range and again a rate of fire which you can sort of counteract by just literally tapping the trigger each time rather than holding it down to be able to get a lot of long range kills. Also, if things are getting too much, I like to use the DL44, which is the single shot pistol which Han Solo uses in the films and actually his hero character in the game. I like to use that because it's really good for close range. The fire rate is pretty low though, but the damage is really high, so if you hit 2 or 3 bullets I think you actually kill everyone, so it is a really useful weapon paired up with the star cards I'm going to tell you in a second. Also, if things are getting too hectic and you want something a bit more higher fire rate, use the DH17, the fully automatic pistol. It is really good at close range. The rate of fire is really high, so you're going to hit a lot of bullets, doing a lot of damage to enemies in a short sort of distance, close range pretty much. So we're going to move on to the star cards now, and the star cards I really like using actually are the thermal detonator, because it's just generally really all round good and it takes 15 seconds to cool down. I do prefer the impact grenade over it because I feel like if a villain's coming towards you, you need to hit them with that grenade and that explosion as fast as you possibly can, where the impact grenade goes off straight away as soon as it hits something near the villain or actually hits the villain, so bang, boom, 16 seconds cooldown, you can throw another one and it's going to do a lot of damage, like I said, because as soon as it lands near the villain or actually hits the villain or hero, it makes a big explosion, it causes the damage instantly, unlike the thermal detonator which has a bit of a fuse. I think it's like a 5-second fuse or something like that, but that does take a shorter cooldown period. Once you upgrade it, it drops from 15 seconds cooldown to 10 seconds cooldown, which, you know, it means you can throw a lot more of them in a round, but again it doesn't really do as much damage unless you actually predict where the hero or villain's going to go. But then if they see the thermal detonator they tend to back off anyway, so it is a bit counterproductive, where the, like I've said, the impact grenade, you throw it once, bang, it hits something, it goes off, it causes damage instantly. So I do like to use the thermal detonator and the impact grenade. I do tend to sometimes switch out the thermal detonator for the jump pack, just because I feel like sometimes the game will spawn you in crappy locations and the jump pack's going to get you into the action fast enough. As for charged star cards, I really like to use the explosive shot because it supercharges your primary weapon to fire explosive bolts, and you don't actually have to hit people for these to cause damage. You just have to shoot close enough to them that they explode near the hero, villain or normal soldier, and it causes a lot of damage. I've known when I've actually activated this as just a normal rebel trooper or a stormtrooper shot at heroes, and I've actually managed to take down half of their health by the time they've killed me, simply because I've activated the explosive shot at a right time. It takes an active time of 7 seconds, so you've got 7 seconds to hit as many bullets on or near the heroes or villains as possible, and like I said, you can cause up to about 50% damage to their health if you get it right. The cooldown seconds is a long time, it is 20 seconds, but I do think actually the active time goes up once you actually upgrade the explosive shot. I think it goes up to about 10 seconds or something like that, so you could actually maybe cause about 75% damage to the hero's health if you actually activate that right and manage to hit all of your bullets onto the hero or villain, which can happen. It can actually happen that way if the hero or villain is attacking another hero or villain. They're not going to be sort of distracted by you, so you're just going to be able to fire as many shots onto them as possible. And it also takes out rebel or imperial stormtroopers ridiculously fast. You can kill them really fast if you use the explosive shot. So that is my class setup guide for Heroes versus Villains. Depends on your preference for weapon, but I like to use the A280C, the DH17, the rapid fire pistol, and the DL44, the single shot pistol which Han Solo uses, with the star cards being thermal detonator / jump pack, explosive shot and impact grenade. That all causes as much damage as you possibly can in such a short space of time, with the rifles being able to have a good variation between long distance gunfights and short distance gunfights. And if you think you need a bit more short distance power, switch to one of the pistols. The pistols are really powerful in this game. So if you like this guide and it works for you, smash a like and obviously subscribe to be kept up to date with all things Star Wars Battlefront. Comment in the section below what you think about this class setup and whether it works for you, what your preferences of Heroes versus Villains class setup actually is, because I do think Heroes versus Villains is probably one of the best game modes in this game. But other than that, guys, it's been Aurora. It's been good fun playing Heroes versus Villains to get this video done, and I hope you've enjoyed it. So may the Force be with you.